Hello. Okay, let's make sure we're in tune. Here's our high G. And at this point with doing this, once you get that first note, it would be great to hear bum, boom, boom, boom. The idea is the one note up close is higher. High, then it goes low, little higher, little higher. So being able to hear that, if you could get the first note, you could tune to yourself. You might not necessarily be in tune with everybody else, but at least be in tune with what you're doing. Tendency is the high G stays in tune better than the others because it's the thinnest. So long story short is if the high G's in tune and the C's out, you'll be able to tune that up well. All right, so here we go. Really quick information, not so we got a little overwhelming. When I do this, there are 4 strings. Triads are made of 3 notes. If I have a low C, an E, and a G, all those are natural notes. C, E, and G make up our 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5, which is a C major. The last string is not a flat, it's not a sharp, it's a natural note as well, which means this whole thing is in the key of C major or A minor, because A minor and C major have the same notes. They are relatives, meaning C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and back to C. Out of all those notes, what we're actually left with are these. C is open, D is at the 2nd fret, E is open, F is at the 1st fret, G is at the 3rd fret, A is open, B is at the 2nd fret, and then the resolution is going to be a half step away. They quite literally are a whole step away. C to D is a whole step. D to E, but I played open, is a whole step. E to F is a half step. F to G is a whole step. Notice how I skipped a finger, skipped a fret. I play the A open, which is a whole step from G. A to B is a whole step. Notice how I didn't hit the B flat. It would have been a half step. And then a half step from B to C, meaning whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. 2 whole steps, half step, 3 whole steps, half step. That is a major scale. So what we tend to see is when this is a C major and we have this A over the top, that is a C, E, and G plus the 6th. So this is a C6. Now, just like every note, every chord has 2 names. So when I play this chord, or this note, it's a G. When I go sharp, it's a G sharp, and then an A, and an A sharp, and a B, and then a B sharp. So the B sharp is actually a C, because we really don't say B sharp. However, when I go back down the other way, let's say I started here at B sharp, C sharp, I would go C sharp, C, C flat, which is a B, but I really wouldn't say that, B flat, A flat, and then G. Now this one, just here, this was either a G to a G sharp or an A to an A flat, meaning G sharp and A flat, they're the same note, which means when you play something along the lines of, like, let's say, a C minor, right? Because you know what a C major is, you know a C minor, and the only reason why we're not playing this open G is because G's in the key of C. If we were to play a bar chord across the whole 3rd thing and play our 3rd finger on the high G string at the 5th fret, it would play the same note, C, thusly completing that open note. That actually is a C minor. However, if I played this C minor right here, this is a C minor. Now, if I were to tell you that this was an A major 7, it would be very close. So the idea is every chord has 2 different names. In the strumming pattern that we're going to be using for Death Cab for Cutie, we're going to be taking that F major, and then we're going to be going to a D minor. Now, the way you're playing your D minor is you've got your 1st finger on your F here, and then you lay down your finger on your 2nd finger to cover 2 of these. Now, which is great. That's an advanced concept. However, don't do yourself the disservice of not playing it like this, because you need these fingers to get rid of their baby dough legs. Now, remember, it will happen over a period of time. You will get calluses. They will become stronger because you're building muscle memory on your forearm right here on 2 different muscle tendons. tendons up and down on the ligaments right here in between your fingers, which make them super strong. And in order to get strong, you have to break down the muscles, just like anything else. Muscle building is this. Lift weights, you actually tear the fiber and you tear the proteins inside of these muscles, and then when you re-heal, they re-heal stronger. That's what bodybuilding is. So when we're basically playing our F major, if we could get our F to sound perfect, great. If one note sounds funky, you know what you have to do. You either have to lift that note so it's pointy, not flat, because the back of the fat tends to mute the other strings when you're playing if you lay your fingers down flat like this. Here's what it would sound like. Let's see if I can hold this. Not the best, but when they're up straight, all the notes come through super clear. So, after you get done warming yourself up and then playing your once you get done with your spider exercises, you move into the chords you know. So if our chords of today are F major, replacing this note with this finger takes it off, so it flattens it. And an F major has an F, a C, and an A note. When we flatten the third, it goes to an A flat. But I wouldn't play an F minor like this. I can, but it's uncomfortable. I like to flip these two because this pattern of these two bookends is found in other chords. So this chord is an F minor. When we have this F minor, if we take our first finger off, replace with the second, put that one where it is, and bring the third one on, we have an F minor. We have an F minor with a different fingering set. So the idea is to get good playing with both of these. This one that doesn't have the third finger on, and then we take off the pointer finger. Yeah? So a good way to do that is to play your teeter-totter rhythm exercise. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. F major, switch, keep the right hand going. F minor and switch, keep the right hand going. F major and switch, the right going. And switch, keep the right. F major and switch, keep the right going. F major and switch, keep the right going. Once you find that you could do these back and forth relatively well, try doing it on the 1 and the 3. Those are half notes now instead of whole notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then when you have the half notes, try them on quarters, all downstrokes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and what you'll notice is your fingers will be able to move between these chords a lot faster. When you have songs that have your fingers will know exactly how to make that quick movement. And notice how my elbow always goes out? That's horrible technique. I should actually keep it in. But I've learned how to do it, so it moves my finger over. How funny, I just noticed that by looking at it. So the teacher can be taught as well. Try that with your teeter-totters on all the new chords we've been learning. Your chord repertoire thus far should be a C major, a C minor, a C minor using your finger to play the C note. That fact, you can play a C sharp or a B minor when it comes down to it, because these are movable. F major in two different ways. Dare I say 3, but you won't use that really, you know. But you will use this to scoot up and play an F sharp, G, G sharp. So F major, F minor as of today, D minor with 3 fingers, D minor with 2 fingers, teeter-totter that, so D minor with 3 fingers, and then, dare I say, D minor with, ooh, I haven't played with like that before, D minor with 2 fingers, which is kind of cool. A major, A minor, G major, which has first finger on the C, second finger bookends on the B, and then we wrap our finger around for the G. It's the triangle one. And then teeter-totter using different fingers. Also, it's interesting to know that if you were to play an F, F sharp, and then G, this F shape, the whole step away from F, becomes your G as well. You can wrap the pinky around and play it the same way. I just do not like that chord. Take a second to see that. Here's our G. If I put my pinky here, it's the same note as this top B. B, B, G, D. So going on now, we're gonna go over to Death Key for Caddy. Let's try this different rhythm exercise. We're gonna be doing a down, down, up, rest, up, down. The way we're feeling that out is having something like this. Down, down, up, rest, up. I'm sorry. Down, down, up, rest, up, down, down, rest, up, down, 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 rest, up, down. So with an F major, the strumming pattern would be down, down, up, rest, up, down, up. Now let's watch it fast one time. Now let's break it into 2 seconds. Down, down, up, rest. Down, down, up, rest. Quarter, eighth note, quarter, rest. Down, down, up. Down, down, up, rest. Down, down, up, rest. Down, down, up, rest. So when we do the down, down, up, rest, the next thing that we would have is rest, up, down, up. When we put those two together, we get down, down, up, rest, up, down, up. Down, down, up, rest, up, down, up. Down, down, rest, up, down, up. Down, down, up. Down, up, down, down, up, rest, up, down, up. Down, down, up, rest, up, down, up. And overall, pause the video and come back to this. When you get back, it could be at this level. Notice how my strumming arm is just rock solid. I hope that strumming pattern helped. Refer to the other video for the actual parts of that, but this strum technique should help a little bit more. Other than that, keep strumming, keep playing your spider exercises and your teeter-totters, and I will see you next week. Give me a buzz if that works for you, but if not, we'll see you at the same time. Aloha.